Hey everybody, so today I'm going to show you how to create an LED bracelet, and let me see if I can show you what I mean by this. I'm just going to turn this light off. You have this LED bracelet here. Hit the on off button. You can see we got the LED light going on in there, and it does a fast strobe, slow strobe, and then off. And basically what I'm going to show you how to do is how to make one of these. So what I had to do is the bracelet that I just showed you, I had to take it apart so that I could show you how to make it. Basically what you've got here is you've got the dog collar, and what I had to do is I had to cut this open with some tin snips. You could probably use some scissors and basically just gut it. There is a back plate on here that's kind of sandwiching the dog collar together, and that's where all the wiring comes from. So this is your back plate here. This is the switch, and then on the inside you've got a tube of LEDs, and it's actually a little longer than this normally is. But what I did is I took the protective covering off right here, this kind of clear tubing, and I folded the LED strand in half. So actually I have two strands of LED in here because they're folded in half. And then I cut the tube a little shorter so it was the same size, same length as the LED strands. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to get a bracelet going. Do a Solomon knot here with the cow's hitch at the other end. If you're not sure how to do that, refer to the video where I show you how to do just the standard Solomon, which is this one here. Look for the gray bracelet on my channel, and that'll show you exactly what to do to get to this point. The first thing I want to do is I need to basically attach the on-off switch. See, I don't know, it might be kind of hard to see, but this is your on-off switch. And what I want to do is I've already done one Solomon knot here, and I want to sandwich all four strands underneath of the switch so that they come out on the inside part of this the switch. So what I need to do here is take the main part of the switch and kind of line everything up so that it's on the inside, and then we're just going to put the top on. This is probably the hardest part of the whole process. Okay, so you can see we got a little bit of slack here, so we can just pull that through. Now this is going to kind of sandwich. It's hard to see. Let me zoom in on this for you. We're just basically sandwiching the paracord inside the switch, and it does come with 4 screws. So I'm just going to put those in. Whoops, I hit the button. You'll probably hit the button a couple times when you're doing this. Alright, make sure your paracord's in the right spot because some of these screws will actually go through the paracord. I'm just going to get this in there real quick. So give me a chance to talk about a buddy of mine. His name's Michael Hopp. He is a disabled veteran. The Army, well, I shouldn't say the Army. The military set him up with a whole bunch of paracord. So he makes all kinds of paracord creations, bracelets, dog leashes. I'm sure he can make anything if you just give him a picture or two. He does custom work. All really cool stuff. He sent me a package. He didn't even have to do it. He just sent me a package in the mail with a few things that he does. But I'm a veteran just like he is, so I thought I'd help him out a little bit. So check out his website. He does all kinds of stuff. He has it all for sale on his website. And it's just kind of a way to give back to our military. I'll have a link up in the description down below with his website in it. Okay, so now basically what we've got here is we've got a strand of LED lights, we've got our 2 inner strands, and we have our working ends. So as you can see, this LED strip is actually just a little bit longer than the bracelet is. So when we get down to a certain point, about right here in the bracelet, we have to fold this up, and then we can do our Solomon over top of it. So I'm just going to show just a couple steps right here. To start the Solomon, you take your left one over the top, over the top 3 pieces here. Take your right one over that, go around the back, and bring her on through. Pull that tight. You want to try and make sure that your LEDs are in the middle. And we're just going to keep on repeating that process. Yellow over the top. Take the turquoise over the yellow, around the back, through that loop. Do the yellow over the top, right side over the yellow, around the back, through the loop. And we're just basically going to keep on same steps over and over. This is a really easy bracelet to make. Looks good. This would be perfect for the trick-or-treater. There's not too many applications. Probably maybe somebody that works at night. You could do, I've got another, I sell the dog collars on the website, BoredParacord.com. They come in orange, pink, green, blue, red, and black and white, which is this one here. The lights on the inside of this are white. You could do all kinds of things. You could do one maybe for an EMS worker. Maybe they turn it on when they're on a job. I don't know if that's allowed, but it could be kind of cool. Or somebody that does road construction, you can make them a bright orange bracelet with orange lights on the inside that flash. A runner, walker, somebody on their bike, anybody that wants to be seen, this is definitely one way to do that. I'm actually going to do this whole bracelet while I'm talking to you guys. I don't normally do that, but I want you to get a good idea how this is done and how well it does look when it's done. When the bracelet is done, you can't even tell that there's a strip of LED lights in there. It looks pretty good. It does get a little thicker once you get down to this end because you're doubling up your LED strip, but you really can't tell. It's just slightly bigger. And the LEDs are really bright. When I get to the end of this, I'll show you how to change the batteries in this. It's real simple to change the batteries. Now I think I'm to the point where if I fold this over, you can kind of see, let me zoom in on this for you real quick. You can see that I can start, I can fold this up and start going over that one now too. So you just want to kind of hold that with your thumb while you do it. And before you pull it nice and tight, just reposition it so that it's in the center of your bracelet there, just like that. And you can kind of tuck those wires in. Let me back this up a little bit. I'm actually working with the manufacturer of the dog collars, and I'm working with him. I sent him a couple drawings of what I want, and I might be able to get them to actually make me some LED strips so you don't have to tear up the dog collars to do it. But the dog collars are pretty cheap. They're not real expensive. And if you want to buy them in bulk from me, just send me an email. I'll work on the price for you. If I'm not mistaken, I'd have to look at the spec sheet, but these LEDs will run for 14 hours straight on a set of batteries, which is pretty good. That's a long time. And then you get more runtime if you're in the strobe mode because they're not on continuously. Try not to make this too long for you. Alright, so that one looks like it's going to be the last one before I get down to just the inner cords. So you want to make sure, like this one wanted to try and go down like that. So I just kind of positioned it right over the end and tightened it down so that it's over top of that so you can't see it too much. But if you were just looking at this, watching somebody walk down the street with one of these on, you just think that it's just a regular bracelet. And the nice thing too is that the on-off button is on the back side of the bracelet, you know, right where the buckle is. So you really don't see it. Okay, so I'm down to the bottom here. So all I'm going to do now is just snip my ends. And melt my end there. I like to use my scissors just to kind of rock it over top of the melted piece. Gives it a real nice smooth edge. Not even sharp at all right there. Those torch lighters are great. Just don't get your finger in the way because it'll burn you. I found out the hard way already once. There we go. So there it is. That is the LED bracelet. Took it all apart for you, rebuilt it, and let me turn this light off here. There's on. You can see that's pretty bright. It's kind of hard to look at actually. And there's the back side. You could probably do all kinds of different patterns. I mean, there's an endless amount of different patterns you could do. Put the LEDs on the inside. But hope you like it. Check out BoredParacord.com for the LED dog collars. You'll just have to do a little modification to take that LED strip out of there. Pretty easy to do. If you need to change the battery, there's a little screw right here. It just unscrews pretty simply, and I believe it uses a 2032 lithium coin cell, 3 volt. Actually, there's 2 in there. You can get those real cheap online. I want to say you can get a 2-pack for around $1, maybe $2. Like I said, they last for quite a while. Well, anyways, hope you liked the little tutorial on how to do that. Takes advantage of a nice looking bracelet and the LEDs. So thanks for watching. Please hit that subscribe button if you like what you see, and paracord on.